and welcome to Guides.Global. I'm Francine Carrel, Assistant Editor of Guides.Global, and with me today I have Antonio Manzanares, who is a partner in Manzanares International, which is a very prominent law firm here on the Costa del Sol in Spain. Now, today we're just going to be doing a very, very brief introduction to our much longer video and written guides about dealing with an inheritance on the Costa del Sol. Not the most cheerful of subjects, but certainly a very important one. And so I think today, if I could just ask you the most important thing to keep in mind when dealing with an inheritance as a foreigner in Spain.
Yeah. First thing is that we will need a certificate of death, okay? If the death has happened in Spain, that will be a form that we can get in Spain. If the death has been done in a different country, we will need a certificate of the death of that country. First step, when we have the certificate of the death, a very important thing is to know the will that has been done by that person in Spain.
Okay.
If a will, a Spanish will has been done, that is going to be the will that is going to regulate the inheritance after the death. Okay? In Spain, we have a system in which we have a registry of wills. Okay? It is that any will is going to be registered in that registry. We can know, and we must do it, what is the last will that has been done by that person in Spain.
Okay.
It is only when we know the last will that has been done in Spain when we will be in a position to follow the rules of that will. Okay? In Spain, when you sign a will, you can change that will. Okay? It means that you can sign a will this year, and 2 weeks later you change the will, and 2 years later you change the will.
Yeah.
You have only the right to use the last will that has been done. Okay.
Right.
It is that in some cases happen that maybe you have a copy of a will that has been done, but it's not the last will. Okay.
So you need to make sure you've got the most up-to-date copy of the will you're dealing with. Yes.
Yeah. And then in that way you will be in a position to organize all the inheritance in use of that will. And the second important thing that you must do is do an inventory of all the assets in Spain.
Okay.
Properties, bank accounts, a car, motorbike, anything, in order to include all that in the inheritance.
Okay. And obviously all of that becomes a lot easier if the deceased has been very organized and kept an inventory of his assets in one place, which is something to remember when you're planning your own inheritance.
Of course. Yeah. It will be good that you do an inventory. Everything is organized from the very beginning in order to avoid that maybe you are not including in inheritance that car that you
forgot about in the garage in Seville.
That is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much for that, Antonio. Again, please do watch our much longer guide on inheritance, and please do read the written guide. They are both linked below, along with a written guide to dealing with wills in the Costa del Sol and a video guide on that as well. You can also visit us at www.guides.global for those guides and many other guides about living on the Costa del Sol. Thank you very much. Please like this video or follow our YouTube channel if you found it useful, and we hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.